we have with us now Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who's going to be driving the pace car. That's a pretty big responsibility.
Yeah, it is, and one that I'm kind of really looking forward to.
Are you a race guy? Is this something that comes naturally to you?
I'm a bit of a gearhead. I love going fast, and I'm more of a motorcycle guy, but I do like speed. I have a tendency to step on it. So I got to go out this morning, and I probably went around the track 15 times and led some of the old Indy cars. I led the 1930s cars around the track about 10 times, and we got it up to about 120, so I felt pretty good about it.
Tomorrow you got to go, what, 150, 160?
No, I think they're going to top me off between, I think I started off at 90 and we ended at 125.
But you're the guy with the foot on the pedal. I mean,
what are they going to do?
Exactly. You're in front.
Once I'm out there, there's no rules. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. My mic's going out, right. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, so you are, right now you're Negan, so you're a bad guy. You're like the worst guy ever. but in a previous life, you were on Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah,
you were a nice guy.
Yeah.
So do you like being the nice guy? You like being the bad guy?
Well, right now, I got to tell you, I'm really enjoying playing, the bad guy. Although, we talk about the bad guy in this world, the apocalyptic world that is The Walking Dead, and I don't know what makes you a nice guy or a bad guy. He does nothing different than the hero of our show.
Well, I don't know. The hero of the show doesn't have a bat with barbed wire on it.
He doesn't have a bat, but he also ripped the throat out of a person with his teeth. So, you tell me.
I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, it's all kind of relative.
And
you do what you do to survive.
You just have been straight actor all the way through?
Yeah, straight actor all the way through. I mean, I was born in Seattle a long time ago, and just kind of fell into acting. But yeah, I never had done the stand-up. I was an artist. I painted. That's how I made a living, barely keeping a roof over my head as a young man. I used to sell paintings in bars and coffee shops, and now we're doing this. So,
well, how much life does Negan have left in him?
Well, if you read the graphic novel, Robert Kirkman's comic books, he's still alive, and so that would indicate he's going to be around a bit longer. But with this show, we don't exactly follow the comic book, so we'll see. We're in season 8, and we'll see if Negan gets through. Okay,
and let's bring it back real quickly again to the Indianapolis weekend here for the 500.
Yeah.
You're going to be in the parade today. You're going to be driving. What does it mean to you to be a part of such an iconic event?
It really is kind of the thrill of a lifetime. I think it really didn't hit me until this morning when I got on the track. But I did. There's something that's going to air on ABC just prior to the race that I did for ABC and ESPN, and I did. It's called Indy 500 101 because it's the 101st running, but it's also sort of a rundown for those people that are going to watch the race that don't know much about it. And so I got to do that this week, and I learned quite a bit about the race itself. But there's nothing is going to compare to what happens tomorrow when I get in that car. For me personally. It's the one race that I have watched for the last, since I can remember. I've always watched the Indy 500, so to actually be here, it's a huge, it's a bucket list kind of thing. This is a big moment for me.
And to be part of it. So you must have thoughts on who you think is going to win and who you want to win.
I'm big on it being a good race. I'm not going to say who I want to win because I just hung out with all the drivers, and I wouldn't dare be dumb enough to say anything in fear of them seeing it. So we'll see how it goes.
But you know what? It's fun to say Fernando Alonso, right?
It is fun to say that, and he's right up there.
Yeah. All right.
They're all great. These guys are athletes, man. What they do, this is for real. So I'm excited to see the race.
All right, Jeffrey Dean Morgan in town for the big weekend. Thank you so much. Sure do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it. Cool.